Hello, everybody. Welcome in to the AIA Flag Football 5A matchup between Eastmark, the number 1 seed, and the number 10 seed Campo Verde on the campus of Campo Verde High School in Mesa, Arizona. Ryan Sikora, Lorenzo Lopez. Top 10 matchup here today. So, two teams that are kind of on opposite ends of the spectrum here. A top 10 team, but not great team in Campo Verde, and an Eastmark team that is really, really good. So,
Yeah, absolutely. So Campo's game plan, I've talked to Mr. Koga right before the game, is mainly just going to be to play very tight defense and take advantage of the little opportunities that they're going to get. Because when you're playing a number 1 seed, you're not going to get a lot of them. And Eastmark coming into this very confidently, knowing that they're probably going to get a result out of this, is that they just need to maintain their number 1 seed.
this is an Eastmark Firebirds team that is fantastic. Almost won it all last year before it was an AIA sanctioned event. They come in this year the favorite in 5A, maybe the best team in 5 and 6A combined in the entire state. They've looked every bit the part as you'd expect them to be this year. A very talented offensive group led by their quarterback May Kalama.
But yeah, obviously Eastmark, they're gonna go come on strong. Make sure that they're gonna let Campo know that they're the dominant team and they're not gonna let them have a chance to win. That's gonna be the game plan, and I'm pretty sure that's what they have to do.
As we see both teams getting set, Campo Verde wearing black. Eastmark will wear their road whites today. Eastmark led by Nick Garces, 7-0 on the season, 3-0 on the road. They have been just as good away from their home stadium this season. Campo 3-1 at home this year. That's 3 of their 4 wins on the season. As we get set to kick away, just like in tackle football in the boys' side at AIA, it's 4 12-minute quarters. This will be a running clock on everything except timeouts. It will be a game that will be pretty much as familiar as it can get to the playground style of flag football, as Eastmark will kick it away to Campo Verde on the reception. It's bobbled on the way as the clock rolls and it's scooped up, and now there's a flag pulled. A great job getting down by Sofia Garces. And that's where Campo Verde will start this first drive of the game in and around the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I think this might be a really good opportunity for Campo just to test the waters or even just kind of surprise and get an early lead and probably hope for the best.
They will start on the 28-yard line. It is 7-on-7 football. You've got 4 downs to go 20 yards. So it's somewhat like football on the tackle side of things. 4 downs, 20 yards. You're going pretty much the length of the field as they will run a little option sweep on the far side, and there's a nice pickup for Katie McCann. Flag pulled at around the 30-yard line, so maybe a pair of yards. Set up second down.
Yeah, so right there, just what I'm talking about, Eastmark's going to be a very, very good defensive game as well. They're just really good all around. It's going to be a very hard game for Campo.
McCann, the running back to start, as now they will go down the field and throw. It's dropped by the intended receiver, Rihanna Gurnani. It was a decent throw, though, from our quarterback here. It looks like it's Michaela Hermida. Third down from the 30. Hermida with time, looking for Gurnani again. She's bumped as she went to go make the play. It was Garces getting physical. And now it's fourth down. They've got to go a long way to get there.
Yeah, I wasn't too much of a fan of that play. She threw it right into her when there's clearly 2 Eastmark's defenders right onto her. I'm pretty sure they should have tried something differently there.
Now here on fourth down, they will set up a deep passing attack, and nope, it's a punt. That's right. It's not the greatest one as it bounces right at the midfield logo. Scooped up by Eastmark and a chance to return here for Kinsley McCarty. Her flag is pulled right around the 50-yard line, and now a chance to see this really talented Eastmark offense. Mike Alama has had a fantastic season so far. Those 2 receivers, Taylor Emke and Braylon Shiremeyer, have been really good targets for her.
Yeah, they've been a very good duo right there. They just have been very electric on that offense, and I'm pretty sure on this drive they're gonna get the first touchdown of the game.
They will run a little jet sweep action, and here goes Emke around the end. She gets to the sideline and is pulled away. They get into plus territory after the short gain. 7-0 this year, Eastmark. Number 1 team in the state of Arizona, according to AZ Central. Number 1 team in 5A by the official AIA rankings. They are by far and away ahead of everybody else. They run a quick one. It's a chance to move around, and McCarty was met in the backfield. That was good pursuit, and Serena De Rosa ended up making the play for Campo Verde, the Coyotes.
Yeah, so this is exactly what Brian Koger was exactly planning on. Just very tight defense. Don't let them get ahead of anything, and don't let them get an early lead. Keep this game tight right from the beginning.
Yeah, if you're Campo Verde, you're the underdog even if you're at home. You're trying to just stick around for as long as you can.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when you're the 10th seed playing against the 1 seed, a very good upset win can get you up there, and for the 5A rankings especially.
Chance for Kalama to go downfield, and she gets a receiver, and right at about the first down marker. The target was Berkeley Farnstorm, and she got her flag knocked, and now that sets up a new set of sticks. They get the first down of this game today.
So yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about. How good that Eastmark offense is. They're always going to get something going.
They got the best of the Campo defense on that one. Kalama with time has to evade and dump it off and has a receiver. Ava Wheatley tumbles over. Made the play.
Yeah, really good pressure right there on the quarterback. They didn't give her much options. That Wheatley was the only option she had, and again, she couldn't get too far either.
They move around, and Kalama will keep it. She's got a receiver behind her. That's the running back, and she fumbled it out of bounds. Was looking to pitch it to Kinsley McCarty.
Yeah, right there, Campo again, forcing errors, playing very tight defense. We maybe might be a very, very close game.
Strong contain on the outside from the Coyotes.
Yeah.
Clock continuously rolls, even on incompletions or balls out of bounds. The only way you can stop the clock is through a timeout. As Kalama goes downfield, has a receiver, it's picked up and caught. Right outside the 10-yard line. That's a big-time catch from Shiremeyer, the tight end.
Yeah, really good throw there from Kalama. Shiremeyer make a really good catch there, just right within distance of a touchdown right there.
Led this team in catches a season ago, 82 for 750 yards, a bunch of scores. She's been hot out of the gates this year. New set of downs here for the quarterback, Kalama. Play action. She'll keep it herself, dump it up, and it's picked up again. As they get close to the goal line, that's Brixton Cooper.
Yeah, expecting a touchdown right here. They're, I want to say 5 yards away from it. They should be getting it right here, no problem.
Check that Taylor Emke on the reception. And Eastmark on 2nd and goal, essentially here. Kalama, end zone, throws it over everybody's head. Was looking for Shiremeyer and had Berkeley Farnstorm in the back of the end zone as well.
Yeah, again, not a lot of pressure there on the quarterback, but they did mark there very well. So again, Campo still trying to stick to their game plan. If they can prevent them from getting a touchdown there, that'd be a huge success considering where they're at right now.
Third down, big chance for Campo Verde to maybe get a stop. It's a low snap. It hit the ground, and they will go backwards. So Campo get lucky there, and that sets up some weird stuff now for Eastmark, who might have to make a choice.
Yeah, it makes a very interesting choice because those little yards do make a huge difference, especially when you're that close.
They're going to go for it on 4th down. Kalama gets the snap. There's nice blocking. She's going to go for the end zone. Has a receiver wide open. It's Emke on 4th down, and she puts the first score of this one in the books.
Yeah, there's Emke's pace, just completely unmarking herself, and a really perfect throw right there. Going to give Eastmark the very early lead.
That makes it 6-0. 2 4th down conversions on that drive for Eastmark. Nick Garces taking risks and on to kick the extra point.
Yeah, I'm a fan of what Nick Garces is doing, just taking the risk on the fourth down and take the early lead.
Trying to get an ID on that number. Looks like it might be Kaylee Markle. As the kick is up and good. 7-0 after the initial touch of the ball for Eastmark High School here on the Varsity Network.
Hey folks, J.R. Lambright here, special field correspondent for the Varsity Sports Show. Join me every Saturday from 8 to 10 a.m. Pacific for JR's Texas Tales, where I share stories of Texas.
What a play right off the break. Maddie Koger. Just a bomb down the near sideline. Koger went up, made a grab, towed the sideline, avoided the pole, and pretty much puts us level back.
Yeah, just when you thought that Eastmark was just going to start away with it, first drive of the game for Campo just completely answers back, gets the touchdown, and just a field goal, and we're tied up right again.
They didn't have a lot on that first drive, but they come out swinging here, and Hermida finds Koger. We're an extra point away from tying it. I guess the rule of thumb is don't go to break. Anything can happen at any point. That is crazy. As they will kick the extra point, everybody puts their hands up, and it's up and good to tie us at 7-7. One play and a score with 4 minutes and some change to go in quarter number one.
And you love to see it. Maybe it might be a very close-scoring game. Who knows? Campo might get the upset, and love to see it.
Don't think we're going to go to break a lot today, Lorenzo. They are just lining them up.
I think we made a mistake there going to break. Like these very fast transitions. It's really funny. Like it threw everyone off guard, right, Ryan?
I didn't know what was going on. They just threw a ball down the field. I look up. I see over my computer, Maddie Koger's making a catch at the 40 going the other direction. Eastmark for the second time today. A little pitch to the outside, and McCarty couldn't get past the outreaching arms of the Campo Verde defender. That's Gurnani on the, guess we'll call it a tackle. It's a tackle.
Yeah, but even then, it's going to be a huge motivation factor going forward for Campo, thinking that, hey, we might be able to compete with this team, you know?
Maybe the motivation they needed. Number 10 Campo Verde. 4-3 on the season, 2-6 a year ago. Before it was an AIA sanctioned event here. Two 5A teams that should feature in the postseason this year. Kalama running almost a triple option type of look, and escaping a couple was McCarty before she got tackled in and around the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if they get to that point again, if Eastmark's going to go for a fourth down conversion again. Because right now, the offense doesn't look as strong right now.
This Campo defense has played pretty lockdown so far.
Yeah, all part of Brian Koger's plan.
So on third down, Kalama gets the snap. Everybody running deep. She's got time to unload down the field for Emke, and she makes another catch and breaks another tackle. There goes Taylor Emke, waltzing in, and that's two big plays on back-to-back drives for these two teams.
Looks like Taylor Emke's going to be the person to pass it to this game. Not only does she have really good hands, but she's also got that speed to just completely burst ahead. No one's catching her and makes it an easy touchdown. It looks like the long plays for Eastmark is really going to be the way for them.
And how about the last, minute and 45 seconds here? 3 touchdowns in quick-fire fashion.
We love the high-scoring games, don't we, Ryan?
I think we're going to get them. This is yours and I's first game here on Thursday night, as the kick is a low bullet. It goes through, but it's 14-7. Everybody scoring now.
Yeah, you really love to see it, man. I love the high-scoring games, man. Always fun to be a part of, you know?
Third drive for Campo Verde after they struck quickly. Their quarterback, still Hermida. She's going to go down the field again. She underthrew Gurnani, who read it wrong, and now it's second down. They tried to take another shot over the top after it worked the last time.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well try. When you're playing someone who is ranked number 1, you might as well just want to take risks, especially if you're down. I really hope Campo can tie this up right here.
They check it down and trying to evade a tackle. In doing so, here we go. And then finally flag pulled on the near side. That's Milo Roberts getting out into the open.
Yeah, really good by Roberts to evade the pull right there. Any little yards that you can get against this team, but it's going to help them a lot.
Plenty of time for Hermida, who pump fakes and still has a chance to chuck it downfield into dangerous territory. Was looking for DeRosa. It was almost picked off on the way, and now it's second down.
And she had all the time in the world to throw that ball. The blockers did really well for her, but just couldn't execute.
Plenty of time again for Hermida. Is going to unload downfield, looking for Koger. She did it again! And she will just about make it in time, did she? She's going to be a yard short.
Yeah, she was a yard short from where I was sitting. Again,
Not
that was a much better throw.
Not the cleanest angle for us, but Koger a yard short. And again, another great play. And as you said, a much better throw on this effort from Hermida, who seems to have that connection down.
Koger, again, really good execution, great catch, and then just has that speed to run away, but unfortunately just gets caught on the 1 yard.
Can run here. If you've got the speed to plug in from a yard away, you might as well.
Yeah,
you can't take direct snaps here in flag football. Everything's in shotgun. They will run play action, and Hermida's going to keep it herself, dive for the end zone, and score. So now we're an extra point away from being tied once again as the clock keeps rolling in the first quarter. What a stretch of drives.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns for each. Not even the end of the first quarter. Really love to see it. Great offensive play right now.
And the kick is up and good to tie us up at 14 apiece.
Yeah, Campo, again, that motivation to just punch right back, tie it right back up, not giving Eastmark any time to get ahead of this game.
Go ahead and move it so back.
So now with 18 seconds left in quarter one, this has been probably a lot closer than everybody expected in a 14-14 game. They will run a double pass here going downfield, and they were searching for Kylie McGibbon. They couldn't complete it. That was McCarty who took a chance, and we are through the first quarter, 14-14. Couple of explosive plays from Campo Verde. Eastmark going about their business. Number 1 and number 10 when we come back.
Hey folks, J.R. Lambright here, special field correspondent for the Varsity Sports Show. Join me every Saturday from 8 to 10 a.m. Pacific for JR's Texas Tales, where I share stories of Texans who triumphed over adversity and gave back to their local communities. Tune in for a bit of gritty edification on KDUS AM 1060, Arizona.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
Back here, start of the second quarter, 14-14 after 12 minutes. High-octane game as we start second down for a deep ball from Eastmark. We're looking for Shiremeyer, and she couldn't quite hang on. Sets up third down.
Yeah, it was just too far of a throw for Shiremeyer. If there was more at her hands, I think she would have been through. She probably has the pace to beat both of them. But who would have thought? 14-14 game in the first quarter.
So on third down, we've seen already a couple of third down and long and fourth down conversions today for the Firebirds. Here they come with probably another chance. They'll go quickly, try and set up something. They throw it up top for Shiremeyer. She couldn't hang on, and now it's fourth down.
And Campo's really going after Eastmark today. I would have thought that it would have been close. Like, they're putting them in very uncomfortable situations. Campo just doing what they're needing to. Koger right now would be really satisfied with the way they're playing.
Opportunity on fourth down. Going downfield, looking for Emke. She couldn't hang on, and Campo Verde get a nice stop.
Yeah, very nice stop. They have the chance to take the lead right here. Again, that really tight defense, like, couldn't give a good throw onto Emke. Emke had to reach out, and then she couldn't get it. Just, again, very uncomfortable situation for Eastmark, and now Campo has a chance to take the lead.
So Campo with great field position, have scored on their last two drives. It's a handoff to Gurnani around the edge, and she gets her flag pocketed, and that's a good tackle.
And now Eastmark's just going to do everything they can to not let Campo take the lead and make them think that they can win this thing, you know.
They run again. It's a nice little swim move in and around as she's dropped to the floor. Finally pickpocketed by Garces. And it was a nice healthy run on the outside third down, though.
Yeah, I think Campo's gonna throw the ball right here. And those two running plays didn't really get them too much, so they might as well just throw it, you know? Switch it up.
Lorenzo Lopez telling everybody they're going to throw the ball on third and long. Take a risk.
Might as well. If you're Campo, what do you have to lose, you know?
Nothing. You're the 10 seed. You're the underdog in this game. You're taking on an undefeated Eastmark Firebirds team, and they will throw. They'll go down into the flat. It's picked up, and right at the first down marker, and they will be just shy. It'll set up fourth down.
Yeah, they have to do what's working for them. What worked for them last time is when the blockers gave the QB so much time to throw that ball, throw it long, and then they get the big throw, run to the end zone, and that's how they scored twice. So I don't think the running play is really doing them much favors.
So on fourth down, they'll stick around and go for it. Time to throw across the middle of the field. It's held onto and not yet tackled. An important grab from Koger once again, and she got the first down.
Yeah, that's huge. Huge first down there for Campo. They still have the opportunity to take the lead. Which is something I didn't expect, and you probably didn't expect either, Ryan.
Not at all.
No.
They've been sticking with this two running back set next to the quarterback, Hermida, now pretty much for the most of this drive. They'll give her a blocker, dump it off into the flat for Gurnani near side, and she's tackled Down at around the 15 by Alana Taylor.
Yeah, and then this is where I predict they're going to go for it right here. They're going to throw it long. They're going to go for it.
You were right the last time. Even though they didn't throw it long, you were still right.
I mean, yeah. I was expecting a little bit more, you know.
From the 14, lots of motion. Quarterback has it. They will throw it outside. It's picked up once again, and it's another catch for the primary target, Koger.
Yeah, Koger, really good throw, really good hands there by Koger. Any little yards that they can get off this team's really gonna help them. They're within almost 10 yards of the end zone.
Shot downfield, taking a chance, and we're looking for Koger again. It was broken up this time by Eastmark, and it's 4th down. Looks like a different unit's going to come on, maybe try and kick a field goal here.
Yeah, field goal will give you the lead. Honestly, right here, you'd rather just play it safe. Really good throw there by the QB. Just really good defense there from the defender. She was really good throw right at her hands going there.
And they will kick the field goal. Might be Audrey King as they will distract. That's a beautiful high kick right through the uprights to make it 17-14. And for the first time today, Campo Verde have the lead. They've been trading blows, and now they take the advantage in this one.
Any NFL kicker would be proud of that. Perfect execution right there.
Pretty well done.
And now let's see if Campo can hold on to this lead. It'd be very fun to see Campo come away with a win right here.
Just plenty of football left in this one.
Absolutely.
Clock is halted, 6:37 on the big jumbotron here at Campo Verde High School. As we go again, trailing for the first time tonight, maybe for the first time in a long time, breaking away, and there's a flag that's been tossed from the back judge.
Yeah, it looked like there was holding on the play, yep.
It's going to go against Campo Verde. I think they're just going to get her for a nice little tug of the shirt to slow her down. You can't do that. You can grab the flags. You can't grab
the shirts.
Any shirts or shorts or anything like that. Just the flags. They're bright and yellow and red.
As someone who knows this game of soccer very well, that would be a yellow card.
Lorenzo Lopez, big soccer guy.
Yeah. Don't play anymore, but big into refereeing, you know.
What's your knowledge of the refereeing world outside of the beautiful game of soccer?
Oh, not much, man.
Not much? Well,
no,
that
I don't know anything
like you're
about
not
football.
a big referee guy.
Not a big
seems like you're a big
football guy.
soccer referee guy.
Yeah.
I
mean, I understood that call the referee made. I was like, oh, that's easy to understand when he does a little holding.
Shot downfield. It fell incomplete. No holding or any sort of call on that play.
Yeah, that one did look clean to me.
QB's frustrated. I don't think May Kalama has really had a whole lot of frustration that she's faced this season, but she does not seem happy with this Campo Verde defense. It's doing a great job.
Yeah, that's exactly what the Campo Verde coach wants. Mr. Koger just wants stubborn defense and walk away with a very low-scoring game and hopefully the win. You never know.
It's a 7-0 Eastmark team that have won a game via forfeit this season. As they have a chance here on second down, it's over the middle and picked up, and flag was pulled. That's a nice little catch for Berkeley Farnstrom. They have won a game by forfeit. They have 3 wins by blowout fashion, but they have 3 really close wins. They beat number 2 in 5A Millennium, 28-27, a 1-point game. They beat number 7 in 5A AZ College Prep by only a score of 14-10, a defensive slugfest. And then they played Mesquite, only won by 5. It's a Mesquite team that's also top 10. So when they play top 10 teams, Eastmark have not been as dominant as Campo blitz and go down the middle. It's picked up and caught. That's on third down. They get back to the line of scrimmage, and it'll set up fourth down after Shiremeyer made the catch.
Yeah, I think Eastmark is looking like they're slowly but surely getting there. Just short passes is what's really going to help them out right now. The long throw is really frustrating them. It hasn't really been, besides the first quarter, the second quarter really hasn't worked for them.
Here on 4th down, they go across the middle. Not a great throw, but still picked up. They get past the 40 and set up a new set of downs. Nice little grab by Farnstrom again, who's been the primary target here in quarter number 2.
Yeah, it looks like Nick Garces has kind of changed up his approach to just short pass, slowly get the first down, don't go long. We're going to take control of this game, and we're going to control the tempo.
Here on 1st down, there's another short pass, and Farnstrom again, the benefactor. She picks it up, moves it past the 30, and gets a nice gain. This is the best drive Eastmark have been able to put together all afternoon.
Yeah, Garces know that that's the quality that Eastmark team has on offense, so they have to take advantage of that, and that's how they're eventually going to tire out and take control of this game over Campo.
These games move fast at a quick pace. Already 4 minutes under that to play here in the second quarter. Eastmark go downfield. We're looking for the receiver. It's in and out of the hands of Alana Taylor.
Yeah, a bit of mix-up on who that was intended to go for.
Shiremeyer was in the area, number 10, and you see Taylor make her way back on, as does Taylor McCombs. Chance to roll and a nice pursuit off the edge. They got the quarterback, and that's really good from Campo.
Yeah, really good pull. Just didn't waste any time. Just went straight at her, cut off that drive.
It was Serena de Rosa who made the play.
Yeah, really good defensive effort by De Rosa.
So now once again for Eastmark on 4th down. 2 for 3 today. This is drive number 4. They have 2 touchdowns. They have 1 turnover on downs. Plenty of time for Kalama. Can't avoid the sack, though. Snagged on the way by Mila Robertson.
What an impressive effort by Robertson, beating those 2 defenders, going after her, completely gaining control of the ball now. Did her team a huge favor. If they can go into this game ahead at halftime, huge. That's huge for Campo.
Back-to-back drives where Campo have gotten a stop as well. Touchdown here, and they've got a 2-possession lead. A little bit of time for Hermita going downfield. Has Koger. She's the best player on the field. Down the far sideline and pushed out of bounds on a tackle from Garces. But Koger has been easily the shining star of this first half with 2 minutes and change to go.
Oh, 100% agree with you. Koger's been the best player on this field right now. She's got really good hands, but not only that, she's got really good speed, and she's been such a headache for that Eastmark defense.
Leads the state in receiving yards. That's 5A and 6A. She's well over 1,000 for the season now with her first half she's had here today. She's got over 100 already here. New set of downs for the quarterback, Hermita. She's going to look out wide and has her intended target once again. Koger, little dead leg and stays alive. Gets inside the 10.
Yeah, maybe she thought that they had pulled her flag earlier, but then she realized that, oh, I still can keep going, and I think it was too late after that.
Still can't figure out if the quarterback is 16 Hermita or 18 Isabella Papp. It's Isabella Papp. Look at that. Orange numbers on the black jersey aren't the most helpful. Is getting around the edge and making a play is Mila Robertson, who made the defensive stop. Keeps on going. Sets up 3rd down from the 4.
Yeah, if they can extend this league even more, then I'm pretty sure Koger is going to change his approach and just probably be like, hey, let's slow this game down. Let's make this game really uncomfortable for that Eastmark offense. Just play very scrappy defense. Let's come away with a win. It'd be huge.
Papp evades and tries to throw it out towards the other side. It's intercepted. Eastmark coming the other direction. Picked off by the Firebirds. Big time play from Kaylee Markle.
And this is where Eastmark, they do have 1 minute to turn it around. So maybe a big play in there where they can completely take the lead right here. Minute and 4 seconds left on that clock.
Markle comes up big, keeps it a 3-score game, and really the first mistake we've seen from the quarterback, Pap, for Campo. So on first down from inside the 5, here goes the quarterback Kalama out into the flat. It's held on to, and the flags are pulled after the reception. Second down, clock rolling under 30 seconds. Kalama with time. Unloads. It's almost intercepted by Granani, but picked up and down the sideline on the far side goes the receiver. Steps out of bounds, and they will stop the clock at 17 seconds. It's third down from the 20.
Yeah, that was almost intercepted right there. Maybe if she would have intercepted that, that would have been another touchdown there for Campo.
That's perfect. Leave it right there. Because they're on offense.
I think Garces is over there giving instructions for one special play they have with that little time left in this half.
Yeah, they might.
Just enough for one.
You've probably got enough time if you get out of bounds and the clock is stopped to run 2 or 3 at the most in this one. But you've got to go 80 yards in those 2 or 3 plays. So really, you've got time for 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the window.
17-14 Campo Verde. They lead Eastmark, the number 1 team in the state of Arizona. Haven't really been truly tested in about a couple of weeks as they take a shot downfield and it falls incomplete, sets up fourth down. 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, again, really good play there from that Campo defense. Again, Eastmark really hasn't been able to shine on that offense. They've been very inconsistent. Their throws haven't been on point. Again, very, very tricky situations for them.
And on fourth down, we get another timeout. Lorenzo, you said that one special play that Eastmark might have. We've seen them make one big moment in this first half. It was a big-time play for Emke. Got to imagine it's kind of end up in their lead receiver's hands.
Oh, absolutely. I think that obviously it's got to go long. When you got 10 seconds left, might as well.
And they will punt instead, so they will not take their chance as that ball bounds out of bounds. And with 3 seconds left, the clock is stopped, and one last play in this first half for Campo Verde, up 3 points at the moment, 17-14.
Well, you can't blame me for thinking that, you know.
Yeah, I would have thought they would have taken their chance.
I think Garces is just like, all right, they're gonna go into the lead at half. Let's regroup, talk about what's not working, what we can do to improve, and how we're going to get control of this game.
And another timeout, this time for Brian Koger and Campo Verde.
I think Koger's drawing up a special play now.
We've seen really great stuff from Madison Koger, 2 big-time touchdowns. She's the state leader in scoring. Now, the state leader in receiving yards by a pretty comfortable margin. Isabella Papp, the quarterback, is probably at this point in the game the state leader in passing yards. They love to throw the football, and they are really good at it.
Yeah, they've been a very good duo this game. Just those 2 players alone have accounted for most of their offense.
as they get set to go out of their timeout.
Let's see what Brian Koger planned up right here.
Yeah, I would imagine it's something with number 5 circled.
Has to be. I'll be surprised if it's not.
Koger has been fantastic today. Not the deepest defensive coverage with only 3 seconds left. Pap with time will look out into the flat. It's picked up by Koger, and the clock runs out. So that's the first half, 17-14. It's been pitch and catch for Campo Verde. Number 10 leads number 1 at the halfway point of this one on the Varsity Show. We go to halftime.
Hello everyone, this is Kyle Cooper. Today we are going to the NBA. The Milwaukee Bucks are now the favorite to win the NBA championship. There was a blockbuster trade this week with Damian Lillard going to the Milwaukee Bucks to join Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Bucks odds are now at 4-1 according to US Sportsbooks to win the NBA Finals. To break down the trade, Drew Holiday, DeAndre Ayton, and Kamara are going to the Blazers, as well as the Bucks' 2029 unprotected first-round pick and unprotected swap rights in 2028 and 2030. The Suns land Yusuf Nurkic, Grayson Allen, Nasir Little, and Keon Johnson. It's important to know for Suns fans that bringing in 4 players to the team while only sending out 2 will require Phoenix to cut 2 players. For the Phoenix Suns, they lose DeAndre Ayton. Now, Ayton did have some drama with the Suns' former coach Monty Williams and the entire organization about his role. Ayton wanted to have more touches down low, more post-ups, and a bigger part in the overall offense. With new head coach Frank Vogel, it would be sure that Ayton's role would even get smaller with Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal all on the same team. Now, Ayton still could have played a crucial role for the Suns if he were to still be on the team. Ayton is now on a rebuilding Portland team and will receive that bigger role he really wanted. If you compare Ayton to Nurkic, you can clearly see that Ayton is the better player. Many people thought throughout the years that Ayton would be a great fit for the Suns, and especially with this newer team, as he's young, athletic, and had great potential. But now he's been traded, and looking at his replacement, Nurkic is 29 years old and certainly not as young and athletic as Ayton was. Some Suns fans could see this as a downgrade. It could also be argued that the Suns did not use DeAndre Ayton to his best ability with his mobility, his youth, and now they have Nurkic, who's even less mobile, older, so they will have to figure out how they will play their new big man. For the other players that they acquired, the Suns certainly add more youth and depth to their roster. Nasir Little is a 23-year-old 6'5" wing with a 7'1" wingspan, which would definitely help the Suns off the bench. Last season in Portland, he averaged 6.6 points per game and 2.6 rebounds in 18 minutes per game, and he shot 44.2% from the field. Another player they added is 6'3" Keon Johnson, who is 21 years old. Johnson averaged 4.7 points and 10 minutes per game last year on 37.6% shooting in Portland. Another important player to note in the trade is the Suns received Grayson Allen, and Grayson averaged 10.4 points and 2.3 assists per game for the Milwaukee Bucks last season. He shot 44% overall and 40% from the three-point range. This could be the great fit for the Suns, as they'll have more shooting threats on the perimeter, and Grayson Allen can play defense too. As for the big name in the trade, Damian Lillard, this is a career-changing trade for him. After being on the Portland Trail Blazers for his entire career, he moves to the Milwaukee Bucks, and now they are the favorite in the East. It was clear that Damian Lillard expressed his interest in wanting to be traded to the Miami Heat. So the trade that landed yesterday definitely shocked the entire NBA world. And there's some speculation as to whether Lillard will be happy in Milwaukee with another superstar already being there. But for Lillard, he's now on a team where they certainly have a great shot at the title this year. The 7-time All-Star averaged 32.2 points per game last season, which was a career high for him, and over his career he's averaged 25.2 points per game, 43.9% from the field, and 4.2 rebounds along with 6.7 assists a game. Damian Lillard is one of the premier point guards in the league, and with their only competition being Boston in the East, they certainly look like they're going to make it far this season. As for the Suns, they lose DeAndre Ayton, but they also lose the DeAndre Ayton drama. We know how big this could be to improve their locker room. Drama can ruin teams in the NBA, so without DeAndre Ayton on the team, maybe they will perform well this season. Putting up points will not be a problem for the Suns, so if they can play defense and win important games, they will go far into the playoffs. Once again, a big trade shakes up the NBA, catches the NBA world off guard, and now for Suns fans, there is plenty to talk about before their first game later in October. For Varsity Sports, I am Kyle Cooper, and enjoy the second half.
I'm Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. There is no dispute that we in the Valley love our football. We have a professional team, the Cardinals, a Power 5 college football team at ASU, and a number of nationally ranked high school football teams. But the football that is taking the Valley by storm these days is girls high school flag football. Girls flag football made its debut as an officially sanctioned sport by the Arizona Interscholastic Association last month, and now has everybody talking. Having the opportunity to play football is what many girls have dreamed of, and with 57 schools participating throughout Arizona this fall, and those numbers expected to double by next year, now they have the chance to make their dreams come true. Girls flag football is also grabbing national attention. The inaugural game between Mountain View and Mountain Point featured a coin toss by Arizona Cardinals star Kyler Murray. And who hasn't also heard that former San Francisco 49ers quarterback and 3-time Super Bowl champ Steve Young is coaching his 2 daughters on their high school flag football team in Atherton, California? Will that be a new trend? No matter where you are, flag football is the talk of the town. Flag football is very similar to tackle football, with one obvious difference: there is no tackling. Players are stopped by having an opponent pull their flag belt. There are some other significant differences as well, such as having 20-yard zones of gain, fumbles that are dead when the ball touches the ground, and an onside kick rule that doesn't include a kick. Some teams complain that flag football would draw more attention if it didn't fall at the same time as tackle football and girls volleyball, because many players have to choose between 2 sports, making it challenging to field a large team. Here at the Varsity Sports Show, we have been live streaming a Thursday night flag football game of the week since the inaugural game, showcasing teams throughout the Valley, with some teams coming from as far away as Buckeye. While interviewing coaches and players about how the season is going, one pervasive theme emerges. They all love being able to get out there and play or coach the sport they love. For the Varsity Sports Show, I'm Jason Goldie.
Second half getting set to get started. 17-14 at the end of the first 24 minutes of this one. Number 10, Campo Verde, beating number 1 Eastmark as we get going for half number 2. It's picked up by Eastmark, and it's a good starting return from Shiremeyer, and now we get to see a reset for Nick Garces' team.
Yeah, let's see what Garces must have said to his players at halftime. Let's see if there's going to be a big change in this team, because being down 3 at half against Campo is something they would not have expected.
As that one hits the ground, a bad snap, and already a procedural issue from the get-go here in half number 2.
Yeah, I was talking to Garces before the game, interviewed him, and he said that they were working on the very small stuff, like the way they hand the ball, the way they throw it, the way they catch it, like the little tiny things. So that's something that they have been needing to work on, because this is the second time this has happened today.
So on second down, after the loss of about a yard, they go again and do some interesting stuff off the snap. Kalama feels pressured, has to chuck it off into the middle of the field. A good tackle avoiding dodge from McCarty before she's wrapped around and her flag is pulled. Still inside their own territory.
Not the cleanest of throws, but it did get the job done. Kalama, again, just been an absolute nightmare for the Eastmark QB, and she's been very good, very sneaky, putting a lot of pressure on her.
Was one of the best quarterbacks in the state a year ago. Has fallen out of the charts so far this year. There's another pitch and catch to Shiremeyer, and decent little gain.
Yeah, that's what's going to take. Again, short passes, control the tempo. I think that's how they're going to get the lead in this game.
Second down, and we go again. Kalama with everybody out wide, feeling pressure, trying to evade, dumps it off to her center. It's picked up and caught, and that's another one for Ava Wheatley.
Yeah, again, another short throw, easy pass, slowly but surely getting there, you know.
And that's the interesting thing for people that are slowly picking this one up, that everybody's an eligible receiver. Center snaps the ball, immediately can become eligible to catch the pass. So that's a nice little check down option. Once you feel pressured, you can just, lob it out 4 yards down the field towards your center. Kalama this time goes outfield, and near side Shiremeyer picks up another one and should be enough for a first down.
Yeah, good catch, good little run there by Shiremeyer, giving her team the first down. It's exactly what Eastmark need.
Kalama's going to keep it, run into a tackler, and well done. Looked like that was Sammy Cock on the intervention.
Yeah, Kalama's every much as capable as being able to run, because not only can she throw, but she can also run.
She got away. Second down plus territory for the Firebirds. First drive of half number 2 here on an early Thursday evening. Two teams have played 7 games. One is 7-0. Eastmark have the ball. They're taking on 4-3 Campo Verde across the middle of the field and dropped in and out of the hands of McGibbon, the intended target.
Again, really good pressure there from Campo on the receiver. Kalama had a really good throw, but her receiver just couldn't make the catch.
Third down for Kalama. Rolls left now, spinning right. Checks it down, and flags were snagged short of the first down spot.
Yep.
Another catch for McGibbon.
Yep, that's exactly what Kogaran, just motivating her team. That's exactly what they needed. Stop them from getting the first down, because now they're forced to get it right here.
They've got to go pretty far. They go pretty wide set. Lots of coverage opportunity for Campo to maybe pick up something here. They've stopped them on the last 2 fourth downs. Taking a shot downfield, looking wide open receiver, but it fell short. Gurnani on the coverage. She got a hand on it, and McGibbon was too far out in front of it. Another stop for Campo.
Yeah, she just went too far right in front of it. I don't think Kalama has the power to throw it super far. Well, even though it was a really good attempt, unfortunately that her receiver just wasn't able to get that. But Campo, again, stopping them from scoring again. Is exactly what they want as the clock keeps kicking down.
And this defense has been above advertisement so far here for number 10, Campo Verde. Coyotes could score a big win if they keep it going. They have been pretty solid so far this year. A shutout in the first game. They got dominated by Canyon View in game number 2, but outside of that, haven't allowed more than 2 touchdowns in any other game this year except for the Higley game. There's another dump out to the athlete, Koger. Stepping inside and making another play goes Maddie Koger.
That's the ideal play right there. Maddie Koger, safe hands, and at absolute pace, man. It looks as fast as Mbappe is when she's running down the line.
You can be the underdog in a game, but you're never out of it if you've got the best player on the field. Campo Verde have the best player that either of these two teams will put out there.
Yeah, she's been electric today.
As she limps off, favoring that right ankle. As there's a handoff in the immediate play after, a nice little avoidance from Robertson, who gets into the red zone area.
And everybody's going to keep eyeing on Koger, seeing if she's okay. Because that's going to be a huge blow to them if she's not going to be able to continue. But it looks like she's putting on her flags back, looking like she's going to be able to go in again.
Same scenario as it was towards the end of the second quarter. A touchdown makes it a 2-score game. They hand it off to Gurnani on the far side. Her flag is pulled, and she's down at around the 20-yard line still, so they didn't go very far.
Yep, and there it is. Koger is going right back in. Probably going to be the target for Campo right here to maybe get in, to throw it to her and extend the lead.
It's a big third down now. From the 22, need to get to the 20. Time for Pap, going for the end zone, airing it out, a chance to make a play, and they were blanketed. There's a flag from the far side and the near side. That should be pass interference.
Yeah, it's a really good throw by Pap. She was going right there, but it looks like the defender just completely shoves her. Yep, that's what the referee is signaling.
Officials call for PI, and that'll set up the first down. As they walk out the 15 yards that, rather the 10 yards that it'll matter for. New set of downs from the 12. Pap with time. Steps up. There's a flag,
Another
probably a hold as they dump it off for Gurnani, and she's down inside the 10, but that one's probably coming back. And they will get her for the hold. That's on the offense. And legal block, is that what the signal was?
No. And Campo did him the favor right back then.
(17-14), 4:41 third quarter. They get back behind the 20 after the illegal block, and it's still first down for the quarterback, Pap. Pap, it's picked up. That's a big-time catch. The interception was waiting as Kalama on the defensive side and McCombs as well were there. It was a big-time catch picked up by Sammy Koch.
Yeah, she really had to make that catch because, like you said, they were waiting for her to make that catch. And there we go.
Going for the end zone, it's spinning around. Gurnani just shy of it. 4 yards. 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 4 yards.
Yeah, Grunani's a little tricky player there. She's got really good speed and really good ability to juke.
Tricky as she gets inside the 5 for third down. Hap with time will throw out. It's intercepted again. Eastmark will go the other direction. And pushed out of bounds. And quarterback Pap made the stop as it's picked off by McCarty, who took a hard fall on the turf.
Yeah, it's huge by McCarty. This is going to give Eastmark a lot of momentum to maybe be able to finally score and finally be able to take the lead here.
And it's the second red zone interception thrown by Isabella Pap. And those are the kinds of mistakes you can't afford to make when you're playing against the number 1 team in the state.
Yeah, a touchdown there would have been massive for Campo. Again, they would have needed 2 scoring drives to be able to for Eastmark to take the lead, but now they're putting them back into this game.
It's the second time that they had a chance to go up 2 possessions and they threw the interception in the red zone. See that Coyotes defense. Got to come back out. There's Sammy Koch. They spin away, and an opportunity as a flag flies in the secondary as it's intercepted by Koger. Again, there's a flag on the play. And it's going to be a sideline warning. Sideline warning for Campo. And it should remain with the Coyotes, and it should remain with the Coyotes. Pap's getting ready to come back out. Will she, though? Yep, and the offense is going to step out there after the interception. A big-time response from the Campo Verde Coyotes defense.
Yeah, Koger not only stepping up on offense, but on defense as well. Just getting the interception right back and giving them the possession again for Campo.
Again, we'll say it every chance we get to for the rest of the second half. Best player on the field.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more.
She is working tonight. The football players, you just missed it on it. I know they are.
Pap, here on first down, had a chance. A wide open receiver just dropped in the open field. It was Audrey King who couldn't make the grab.
Yeah, it was in between a very weird part where she just couldn't be able to make the catch. Oh, good throw by Pap.
Tossed away, pushed out of bounds, and Pap with another completion. They're inside the 30.
Pap just needs to be able to throw it in the end zone when it really matters. Because, again, 2 interceptions in the red zone. They haven't really been helping her. And Campo honestly should be winning this game by more, if I'm being honest.
Those 2 red zone interceptions have this one as a 3-point game instead of what could be a 2-possession lead for the underdog Coyotes at home. Pap with time, good blocking in front of her, great protection. She dumps it off and was looking for the intended target, Robertson, but it was a little too high, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, not a bad throw, just a little too high, but now let's see what Campo decides to do. Let's see what Mr. Koger has planned up, because overall, he's got planned up a really good game for them so far.
Game plan has been perfect from Brian Koger, whose team leads in a weird fashion. So they bring on a new group here. They're going to try and kick a field goal here, so this would be from the 34-yard line. It would be a 44-yarder, good from 28 earlier. This would be a long one, and it does not even get to the goalposts, right about the front of the end zone. That was a long attempt, and it sets up good field position now for Eastmark. Still very much in this game after this one has now become a defensive slugfest.
Yeah, I don't know I don't think that was the best idea just because it was just so far for her. 44 yards. It's at the high school level. You're asking for a lot, you know.
It was a lengthy attempt. Good job by Kalama to evade. She's got a couple of rushers coming and converging on her. Another interception. It's Koger ball hawking and finding a way. Back-to-back picks for Maddie Koger.
Now, she really is the complete player on offense and defense. Second interception of the game. It's unbelievable.
And Garces took a knock.
Oh. Hold on.
There's a flag on the play as Garces finally walks off, and the offense is not coming out for Campo Verde. Coyotes are going to get called for a flag, and it's roughing the passer, I would imagine, would be the only play that would really bring that back. As Eastmark still have it and instantly get into plus territory. A nice pitch and catch for Farnstrom on the reception.
Yeah, I was getting a little too ahead of myself there with Koger on that interception. Just completely, one call just completely changing the outcome of this. Overall, very even game after the first quarter, you know. Nobody really being able to get anything going.
They'll run it and then throw it the other way. It was almost intercepted by Campo. That was the running back, McCarty, who got the pitch, felt pressure, and by the looks of it, ad-libbed a toss downfield, and that should bring us to a close here in quarter number 3. Scoreless. In these 12 minutes, we go to the fourth quarter. Still Campo Verde out in front, 17-14.
When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Hi Varsity sports fans, this is Shai Gara. Make sure you stay tuned for our halftime where we break down different highlights from sports locally or otherwise, so plenty of entertainment and content coming your way if you stick around with us. What I personally think is cool about our halftime show is we cover different sports, maybe some you might not expect, and a variety of different content, of course, high school football, and maybe some professional stuff such as NFL highlights from the previous week.
Start of the fourth quarter, 17-14 lead for Campo Verde. They are on the defensive side of things as Eastmark on third down. Plenty of time for the quarterback, Kalama. Goes downfield, dumps it off to a running back, McCarty. And it'll still be fourth down. They got to get to the 40.
Yeah, quite a bit of ways to go. I don't think Eastmark has been really able to get anything going after that first quarter.
Spinning away and should have enough for the first down. That's a huge play for Eastmark.
You think this will be the drive where they finally score, Ryan?
Well, you'd have to think one of these teams is going to plug one into the end zone eventually. It was a quick fire first and second quarter.
No. Besides the first quarter, this has been a very defensive game.
Everybody's made good adjustments and figured it out. New set of sticks for Kalama, the quarterback for the Firebirds. They move Garces out into the receiver spot. Kalama with time. Good blocking. Throws it downfield. Picked up by Farnstrom. And running away after flags were pulled. That's a good tackle by Campo Verde.
Yeah, really good throw by Kalama there to find Farnstrom. Really good yards on the play. Hopefully this will be the drive, you know.
Audrey King on the tackle. Kalama will run it herself after the pump fake, and she gets a nice gain down towards the 20.
A good little run there by Kalama.
Play action, Kalama out into the open. It was almost intercepted. There were a couple of Coyotes in black getting to go there, and in and out of the hands of the intended target. That was McCarty once again.
Yeah, if you're Koger and their team here, you're just going to do everything you can to prevent them from scoring, especially when you only got a 3-point lead. Touchdown here, give Eastmark the lead, and they get control of the game.
Kalama out into the open, caught by Farnstrom, breaks a tackle. No, she couldn't get out of the arms of the Campo Verde Coyote. But that'll set up a first down, and just outside the 10 go the Firebirds.
Now this Kalama Farnstrom duo has been really helping them right here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Berkeley Farnstrom, the sophomore's been the favorite target. Emke's been held quiet. Garces hasn't had a lot to do. Shiremeyer even hasn't shown up a whole lot. It's been Farnstrom biggest play of the game. Kalama here feels pressure, dumps it off to her center, and now an eligible receiver in Ava Wheatley. Got back to the line of scrimmage inside the 10 she goes, maybe a gain of 2 or 3.
Yeah, again, really good pressure from the defense right there, giving her a very uncomfortable throw, and that ended up being her best option.
Time for Kalama, out into the flat, and it was dropped on the way by McGibbon. Right across the middle of the field. Good pressure to force the drop.
Yeah, Kalama just holding her head there a little bit in frustration, knowing that she should have made that catch. Right, here we go, third down.
Third down, haven't moved a lot after that big play. So near the halfway point of quarter number 4. 7 minutes and 35 seconds to go. Kalama with time, plenty of it. Will look far side, throwing it up there, and it is grabbed by a Firebird for a touchdown.
Yeah, really good throw by Kalama. That's exactly what they needed. Now, hopefully, let's see if they can defend the lead.
First catch in a while for Braylon Shiremeyer. And they have the lead, an important extra point here to make it a 4-point game. Extra point, up and good. That's an important one from Markle, and now it's a touchdown score with 7:25 to go.
Yeah, if you're Koger here, how do you go about this? Do you take your time and control this possession and slowly get into the end zone? Or do you want to go quick and take the lead right back?
I think you'd rather play with the lead with how your defense is played. Either way, you got to score. You got to score 6.
Mm-hmm.
Campo Verde haven't scored since they went on that offensive flurry late in the first quarter. Time for Pap, unloading downfield, and there's a lot of contact in the secondary, but no flag from the officials.
Yeah, it may have been the holding there, but then again, I'm not sure. I'm super far away. You can't really tell.
Hernani had it and dropped it.
Yeah, you really hate to see it, making a mistake like that late in a game when you're down by 4.
Probably felt some pressure, tried to turn out of it. There was nobody there. She had time, and now it is, as you said, third down from the 30. They've not really gone anywhere. This is a big-time set of plays, as it's now 4-down territory with 6 minutes to go. Pap has time, going across field for Koger, right into the hands of the defender. Eastmark the other direction, and finally brought down by Pap. An interception for McCombs.
Yeah, if Eastmark could score here, I think that's probably going to wrap up this game. It's been very close. Closer than what we expected, Ryan.
It was 3 perfectly executed quarters for Campo Verde, but Pap threw a couple of red zone interceptions when her team had a chance to go up 2 scores. She couldn't get it through, and a couple of big plays from this Eastmark defense, and they now have a chance to make it a 2-possession game.
Yeah, if they score here, that's probably going to wrap up this game.
They spin away, and it's a nice little rush for Shiremeyer, who has the touchdown right now. That's the difference.
Yeah, if they can't score here, just do everything you can to run the clock if you're Eastmark.
And they'll get him for a false start. That's a really big mistake on first down, a procedural from Eastmark, and that could keep Campo in it for a little while, give him a little more room defensively.
Yeah, hopefully you'll have to do anything you can to somehow get control of that ball and get one last drive out of it.
Kalama evades a tackle, gets away from 2 and 3 and 4 more, and still going. Finally brought down inside the 10. A big rush for the quarterback, Kalama.
That just completely broke their ankles there. Just not only can she throw, but dang, she just completely went all over them. The composure to do that was very impressive.
So it's second down from the 10. Clock is ticking. They're going to take every chance they can to wipe off that clock. Kalama outside, and it's picked up by the receiver. Tackle made by Serena DeRosa. Good catch from McCarty, the tailback.
Yeah, again, just clock's winding down. A little more than 4 minutes left. They're going to do everything they can, and if longer they take, and then and as soon as they score, it's going to wrap it up.
4 minutes to go. Third down. Kalama will run it herself. Has room. Trying to get to the edge, and her flag is pulled down at the 2. Touchdown saver from Granani. And so now we go to 4th down.
And it looks like they're going to go for it.
Well, they have a chance to pretty much make this a mute point contest with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. 4th down from the 2. Kalama has a tailback flank to her left. Has time looking into the end zone. It is batted away and dropped. And they say incomplete. Campo Verde make a stop. That was a big call for Nick Garces. Instead of kicking the field goal, they tried to put it out of reach, and Campo Verde are still in it.
Yeah, no, it would be exciting to see what Campo Verde can do on will probably be their last drive down by 4. You think they can pull it off?
Now, from the 2, they've got to go 98 yards in a little over 3 minutes.
Hey, anything's possible, Ryan.
Their quarterback, Isabella Papp, has thrown a whole lot of interceptions today, but they've also made quite a few big plays, and it's been all centered around Madison Koger, the talented junior, best player on the field. Set and ready to go from their own 2-yard line. Papp has time. They're going to take a shot on the first play of this half, and it's in and out of the hands of the intended receiver.
Yeah, you're right. 98 yards to go in this last possession is going to be quite the task for Campo if they really want to get an upset win right here.
Number 10 versus number 1. Eastmark undefeated this year, 11-0 in the regular season a season ago. They have never lost a regular season game as long as the program has been around. Campo 4-3 this year. 3-1 at home, trying to keep that success alive. It's another shot downfield. It's caught.
Really
Tackled
good.
as she made the play was Audrey King, and they get out of the uncomfort of their own end zone and move the chains as well.
Yeah, they really do need to hurry up because there is less than 2.5 minutes on this, and you still have a lot of yards to go.
Clock is ticking. Timeouts are on their side. It's 1st down as we move to 2:15 to go in this final quarter. They go quickly now. Papp has more time. Going to unload looking for Gurnani, and she could never find it as that throw ended up out of bounds.
Yeah, it's just way out of bounds. I don't think that's really what they're looking for right now. And clock ticking down. And 2 minutes left. Stopped.
So with 2 minutes, they're going to take a 2-minute warning, a little water break, a little reassessment period for Brian Koger. Now he's got a chance. He's got the receiver, he's got the offense, he's got the quarterback who's got the arm. Is time on his side with 2 minutes? They just need a touchdown.
Yeah, they just need that perfect play, the execution, where they can finally take the lead right back against Eastmark. A result we probably won't even see coming, you know?
So they come back out. They'll dump it out to Gurnani, and she'll make a play, get out towards the 30, stay on her feet, and out of the 35. She's brought down by Kalama. She's now playing defense, 1:50 to go.
Yeah, Granani just using her pace. Just completely evading the defenders. That's how they're going to get good yards on these plays.
From the 36. Clock is ticking. Papp has it. Going downfield. It's batted at the line of scrimmage. Swatted away by Shiremeyer, who makes the play. Clock is going to stop for a second at 1:35. Papp's going to go downfield. Looking. Koger Big time catch
Koger.
again from Maddie Koger. Into plus territory right at the 50.
Yeah, just completely beat the defenders 2v1. She was up there. She wanted it. She was hungry to catch that ball. And if they're going to win this game, she's going to be the one to give her the victory.
As the moon peers out, the night begins to come in. Minute plus to go. Deep shot downfield overthrew everybody. There was a chance there for that to be intercepted. Kalama was waiting for it. Minute 16, second down from the 50.
Yeah, nobody was going to catch that. Just way too hard of a throw. She really needs to find Maddie Koger.
Second down now for Pap. Minute 16, fourth quarter. Campo already trail by 4. They need a touchdown to win it. Plenty of time as she unloads and overthrows the intended target.
So much time and space to hit that, too.
She had a chance.
Just, again, way too high of a throw. No one's getting that. Really hate to see it.
Just could not complete the job. More time with 2 blockers. Goes down for Koger. She's got to make a couple miss and can't.
Yeah.
Brought down at the 45. Clock continues to roll. Under a minute to go.
Yeah, that Eastmark team is just finally getting on Maddie Koger. They're not giving her the chance to get any opportunity.
And on fourth down, they call a timeout. Got to get to the 40.
Now we see what Brian Koger plans for this. And you have to go all in.
As we see Campo Verde and Brian Koger in their huddle, having that conversation. If they don't go to 5, I'd be very surprised. Maddie Koger has been fantastic today. She's got a couple catches on this drive.
It would be amazing to see if Campo can pull something off right here.
Oh, really? So should it? 4 minutes? We got it. We're gonna make it.
And there's a flag on the play. Sideline warning for Eastmark now. So it'll not change this game whatsoever.
4 minutes left on camera battery. Wait, don't you have the second? You have the second one, right? Okay, yeah, but it's fine. We're not going to do it.
On fourth down, Pap, downfield, in and out of everybody's hands, and Eastmark look like they're just going to hang on and survive another one. No flag on the play, and the Firebirds will take over.
Yeah, it looks like that's going to seal the deal for this game. Much closer game than expected. Eastmark really had their work cut out for them today. As 21-17 on the scoreboard, nobody expected it to be this close.
And now with 50 seconds left and a 4-point lead, Eastmark gets the ball back. They've just got to run this clock out. A little pop pass around the outside and brought down by Gernani, and another timeout for Koger and Campo Verde. Good tackle on the outside.
It's going to be very interesting to see if Campo can get another drive this game.
And they just need to stop them, but now without any real timeouts on their side here, this one is probably as good as done.
Yeah, 45 seconds left in this game. Be very hard for them.
I'll know when it dies, so I can see it on the screen. Yeah.
Second down now. As they will take a knee. And this clock will get set to roll. They took all their time, and there was another timeout to be made. It should be Brian Koger's last.
Yeah, change the battery. Yeah,
So they move the clock back up to 37 seconds following the timeout. And again, here on third down, should just be one more kneel, and then the ball game will finish. Campo Verde put quite the effort in, had the lead for most of this one. And that should just about do it. Nobody's really leaving the field to play yet on fourth down. They're stopping the clock again here. I think they're going to move it to 30 or 32, somewhere around that range.
Yeah.
33 seconds.
I stood up. It should be a little switch on the bottom, you know?
So now with 33 seconds, they will have to give them the ball back here on fourth down or punt it away or... Yeah, they've got to punt it here or go for the first down, but you've just taken two kneels. So I don't know what went on with the clock mismanagement from Nick Garces, but he can't be happy as now it rolls. And this seems silly to run one more play. Just let the clock run down, as they are going to just pretty much let it tick all the way to 0.
Just Eastmark just milking this clock right here.
It seems a bit silly to make them run a play and stop the clock if they're just going to have it tick. And now they stop it with 10 seconds. That's a timeout. Just an interesting way to manage out the clock the rest of this one.
Yeah, just let it tick, and then right at the last second, just call a timeout. Now, there was only 10 seconds left. I don't think Campo's got any time for any drive now.
Also, when Lorenzo goes down, you got to do the interview, so just make sure that when he's in the interview, he doesn't talk about it.
So what are you thinking for this last play here, Ryan?
Punt it away, run around, punt it away, don't give them any clock left. Campo Verde are going to have a chance now to return it, though, so that is really the interesting part.
Yep.
There's a great look under. There's a great little push button. See that? Push. You push it in towards the camera. Towards the body of the camera. Hold the battery down. There you go. I think they're going to run it out.
Yep,
And they will just punt it free, so there will be one more chance to return as they thought they waved for a fair catch. They didn't. Here comes on the outside Koger. Is she going to stay in bounds? She stepped out of bounds. Was there any time on the clock when she did so? Is that the end of the game, or is there one more play to be run here?
Are they going to give him one more?
Eastmark celebrating, and Campo Verde will not get a chance. Koger called for a fair catch. They didn't give it to her. They made her run the clock out. She stepped out of bounds, but she stepped out of bounds with zeros on the clock, and Eastmark survive and move to 8-0.
Yeah, I would not have seen this close of a game coming. I thought they were just going to completely run away with it. And if they didn't get that touchdown near the end of the fourth quarter, Campo would have won this game. They looked like the better team for the majority of it.
So Eastmark 21, Campo Verde 17. The Coyotes fall to 500 at 4-4. Eastmark improved to 8-0. They are 19-0 in regular season games in the last two seasons. They've been really good, really competitive, and Campo Verde gave them a run for their money. Final score from this one, Eastmark 21, Campo Verde 21-17 for my partner Lorenzo Lopez. Stick around. He's going to interview some people on our social channels a little bit later on for the production crew led by Kyle Krikorian. I've been Ryan Sikora. 21-17, your final score from Campo.